Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, before I begin with this lesson, I want to start by giving all praises, honor, and glory to our power, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Kakudash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, at Great Millstone, who do well and teach well, and are the true leaders of Israel today. Shalom to the hopeful elect, and you I can push in this word throughout the four corners of the earth with all truth and sincerity, making your calling and election sure. Shalom, shalom. Cashless society near you. Thousands of cashapp accounts gone.
A whole lot of shady stuff going on. First, back in April, Cash App founder Bob Lee was found attacked and unalived in San Francisco. Then you have the Federal Reserve announcing its launch in July, which is a week from now, of their FedNow service, which absolutely replaces platforms such as Venmo, Cash App, etc. Then a couple of weeks ago, they tell us that we are at great risk to have our money in these platforms because of the financial risk we would take if the company got in trouble. And then today, this happened to thousands of people on Cash App. Thousands, as you can see.
And then look, they got all these messages going on. Take y'all money out of Cash App. Take y'all money out of Cash App now. All these tweets.
Mainstream media ain't telling y'all, but I'm telling you. Get your money out of Cash App now. Out of Zelle, out of PayPal, Venmo. I mean, every minute. Get your money.
Hey, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape, bro. It's going to happen suddenly. Esau Edom is not going to play nice when it comes to ushering in his new world order. How do you think he's going to try to make y'all... How do you think he's going to have it to where some of our own men that have this faith, I don't want the Zah, of course, it's not our lot, but how do you think they're going to have it to where our own men that have this faith are going to fold into this Karagma, man? Because Esau Edom is going to come down with it, okay? Ezekiel 7:19, they shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of the Lord. And that gold and silver is just talking about your money. They shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bowels, because it is a stumbling block of their iniquity. You decided to serve mammon rather than the Most High. You put your trust in this monetary system, and really, you're putting your faith in this money because this money is not even backed by anything anymore. It's not backed by gold. It's not backed by silver. It's backed by debt. That's why it's called a debt note. But this is Ecclesiastes 9:12. For man also knoweth not his time, as the fishes that are taken in an evil net, and as the birds that are caught in the snare, so are the sons of men snared in an evil time when it falleth suddenly upon them. So, hey, if you're not keeping your eyes up, because the scriptures also talk about, that thief not taking the elect, right? Because, let's just get it. Let's get it. This is 1 Thessalonians 5:4. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. Why? Because we are what? Measuring the time diligently in itself. He answered me then, 2 Ezra 9:1, and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. Meaning we're paying attention to these prophecies. We're paying attention to these news articles. We're paying attention to what's happening across the globe, right? While Jake is slumbering and sleeping and thinking shit sweet, hey, we're already building up our ark, right? We understand that we're getting ready to come into a time where we're gonna have to have full faith on the Lord to provide us with water, food, clothing, right, and the essentials. And not leaning on America, Babylon the Great, which is going to happen to a lot of you people because you're not paying attention to the times. You're not paying attention to the things that are happening around you. You think everything is a conspiracy theory, which it is a conspiracy, but it's not a theory because Esau is conspiring against us and these heathens, right? Because once you take that C-hip, that Karagma, because this is what this is all about, all these accounts being washed out, all the dollar losing its power, and they're ushering in this FedNow, this digital currency, is all for the pushing of that charagma, that mark in Revelations 13 and 16. Okay? And, he's not going to come lightly with it, right? That's going to be the hour of temptation, right? When we're not going to know when our next, meal is going to come, right? We're not going to know how we're going to get clothing, how we're going to get housing, right? But we have faith that the Lord is going to provide for us, man. Just as there is certain accounts in the scriptures where the prophets, when they would go through, their trials, the Lord would come through, right, in miraculous ways, which is why we have a miracle mindset. But this is 2nd Ezra 16 and 69. Yep. I'm going to start at 68. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you, and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols, right? That charagma, which is what this is all about. And some of us are going to have to get beheaded for not taking this, charagma, this hip, that mark. 2nd Ezra 16 and 69. And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden underfoot, because you're going to think Esau, Edom is for your betterment. It's to help you out. Oh, look, everything that's happening across the globe, just come to this FEMA camp and take this hip, and, we'll allow you to get some, we'll give you some digital currency, and we'll give you some food, and yada, yada. The whole time, it's just to enslave you, bro. Which is why it says in Isaiah 30 and 1, so like, Isaiah 31 and 1, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help. Okay, because we're getting ready to come to a time where, a lot of Jakes are going to look toward Esau for their needs, for their money, right, for their goods. But we as the hopeful elect, we understand that we're not taking counsel from Esau no more when shit hits the fan, because that's known as Jacob's trouble in the scriptures. And in the book of Sirach, it says what? Make not haste in the time of trouble. But who's that talking about? That's talking about those that have wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures, and those that truly believe and actually apply these scriptures to their day-to-day. That are actually testing their faith day-to-day, because the scriptures tell you that, man. To pray to the Lord, to test you. To see whether you're in the faith or not, bro. Okay? This is Isaiah 30 and 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me. All right? And how is the Lord giving you counsel? Through his prophets, through his men, but not of me. And that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. You see? You guys are taking heed to what Esau, Edom is going to give you and what he's going to say, rather than listening to the prophets and telling you it is better for you to just repent, right? Turn back and have faith in the Lord that he's going to look out for you, right? Thus saith the scriptures. But what? They take a covering, but not a covering of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin, because you don't want to listen to the prophets, hearkening to the prophets, because it's better for you just to feed the flesh than to turn back. When, you putting your trust in that money, that's going to be your downfall. Verse 2, that walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth. Who is the Lord mouthpiece? The prophets. To strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. You stacking up your riches here, man. You're not stacking up your riches in heaven, right? Verse 3, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. When shit hits the fan and things go zero, then you're going to be confused, because Jake thinks that their houses are going to continue forever, just as Esau, right? They shall think that their houses are going to continue forever. That's why you guys are, strengthening yourselves, getting all this money, right? Of course, just not to be in the spirit of just laying down and not doing shit. We have to make ends meet, man. Hey, we're going to be subject to payments. Okay? But this is for those that get this money and lose faith in the Most High. Right? You're trusting in Egypt, right? All these stores, these corner stores. Everything is so easy to access, but wait till, you can't, just pull out money no more from your bank. Wait till, the grid goes out. Wait till you can't, use your money and stores is closed. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. You trusting in America, Babylon the Great, and its infrastructure, thinking it's never going to fall. That's going to be your downfall. This is Matthew 6:24. No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. Ye cannot serve the Most High and Mammon. Who is Mammon? Mammon is associated with the greedy pursuit of gain, right? Mammon in Hebrew means money. There you go. You got to get ready to lose it all. You can't put your faith in this money, in this currency, because it's going out. It's already weakening itself out. So, you need to pay attention to the times and get ready to start building up your faith for real. Because you putting your trust in that money is going to lead you to your downfall. Because you're going to check your bank account, you're going to check your Cash App, your Zelle, and all this other shit, and you're going to see it at none, and then you're going to be in derision. What do I do? What do I do? Too damn late, bro. The prophets have been telling you. Because when that starts happening, bro, we're going to be on the run. Right? This is Proverbs 23:5. Wilt thou set thine eyes upon that which is not? For riches certainly make themselves wings. They fly away as an eagle toward heaven. There you go, man. There you go. All that money you're looking at the bank, get ready to forget about it. Even brothers, bro, you may have a good amount of money in there, but guess what? Get ready to just drop it and get ready to become pilgrims upon the earth. Thus saith the scriptures, 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter. I'm going to get that. I'm on a time, so let me see. Is it 15 or 16? 16, yep. 2nd Ezra 16:40. Because once we start seeing the Fed now, when the dollar loses power, and you see your money go to zero and you can't pull out cash from the ATM, and your bank is at zero, and everybody's like, what the fuck? The power grid goes out. Hey, that's the Lord letting us know that, hey, get ready to make yourself, get ready. 2nd Ezra 16:40. Oh, my people, hear my word. Right? The words of this book, the prophecies. Make you ready to thy battle. How do you make yourself ready, bro? Let's get this. Let's get it. Yep. Ephesians. There you go. This is the book of Ephesians 6, and I'm going to start at verse 13. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High. Right? We're getting ready to go into a battle, right? That ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. Verse 14. Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Verse 16. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked. Right? And those fiery darts of the wicked are going to be them, closing down these, supermarkets, shutting down your water, shutting down your electricity, shutting down your money. Verse 17. And take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of the Most High. Blessed is he who readeth. Okay? So there you go. This is how you're getting ready. And in those evils, right, because you're going to take all that armor, be even as pilgrims upon the earth. We're going to lean on the Lord, right, to provide for us. Not the scriptures talk about us being better than birds, and the Lord still feedeth them, right? In the book of Matthew, the 6th chapter. And this is, us, right, taking the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of the Most High. Praying with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints. Watching thereunto with all perseverance. Let's get that word perseverance. just in the regular, definition. Persistent, right? See, persistent, there you go. Firmness, right? The scriptures talk about those that are sown into good ground. Tirelessness, constantly, the scriptures talk about, making your calling and election sure, with all diligence, like commitment, patience. That's an elect attribute right there. Patience, continuance. You got to continue in this thing to the end. And what? Watching thereunto with all perseverance. This is why, we bring out these articles, and Jake says, man, y'all been saying this, y'all been saying that. That shit's been happening since this time and this. Hey, we have to be looking at these articles and these prophecies to let us know what type of time we're in. Okay? Because at any moment, this shit can crack. And looking at these things to show you what type of time we're in. Because you don't want to get caught up out there. And we're making you ready to the battle, bro. We're trying to give you this word, right? The true doctrine. We're trying to build up your faith, right? With all edification. Trying to make you understand these stumbling blocks the Lord has laid out, right? These wayward doctrines that, Esau, Edom has pushed out, right? These strongholds, so that you may be able to understand the truth and be able to make yourself ready from the times to come. Right, as prophets, we're supposed to be looking towards these things, and we're making you ready to the battle, not carnally, spiritually. Right, the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. Let's get that. Yup, 2 Corinthians 10:4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of the Most High. Esau, Edom thinks that by taking down the dollar, the monetary system, is going to be able to get us, push us to that charagma. That's him exalting itself and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of a Mashiach, right? All your fleshly desires, your fleshly way of thinking, every thought to the obedience of a Mashiach. The ways you think are right. No, man. What the Lord laid out for us, that's the way that's right. Through faith, of course. You don't got to believe it. We're not here to make you believe this. We're just here to teach the faith of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Right? And apply. Right? And not be hypocrites. Because when this time comes, Ezekiel 33 and verse 33 is going to make itself way more manifested. Then shall they know a prophet has been among them. You're going to be looking for us all over the place. Oh, they've been talking about this. They've been saying the dollar's been going to go out. They've been saying that they're going to come in with the little device that they're going to put into your hand or into your forehead. Oh, they've been saying that all hell was going to break loose, when this was going to happen. They've been saying that they're going to shut down the internet and cause a famine of the word. They've been saying, yeah, we've been saying this because it's going to happen. But everything is set at its, appointed time. When you read the book of Habakkuk, the second chapter, Salakia, everything is set up at an appointed time. I'm speaking fast because I'm on the clock, so Salakia about that. So we're just here to let you know, and we're constantly warning you, right? When Noah was out there prophesying, letting him know that it was going to rain, the Lord didn't have him out there for a week, and that was it. Nah, he kept on, he's like, you keep going, 200 years. No, he was out there prophesying for 200 years. Letting him know it's going to rain. Get ready, it's going to rain, it's going to rain. And what happened? Only Noah and his wife and his sons got saved, bro. It's going to be the same thing again. As in the days of Noah were, so shall also be this coming of the Son of Man be. What do you have? You have the prophets week in and week out. And Jake looks at us like, man, these dudes been saying that, been saying same thing as they did with Noah. They've been saying it's going to rain. They've been saying that. And wait till the rain starts pouring down. Then you're going to be like, oh, fuck, I should have been building up my ark with them. And what's going to happen? The Lord's going to shut that door on us. Hey, I will make thy tongue to cleave into the roof of thy mouth, and we shall not be a reprover to you no more. Right? We're not even going to be able to say shit to you no more. And even if we wanted to, the Lord's not going to allow it to. Same thing with Noah, bro. The Lord had to close that door. Okay? So we're in that time, man. Don't put your trust in this money. Get ready to walk out with full faith. Okay? When the dollar truly crashes, you open up your bank account and you see everything at zero, or everything's glitching, or the power goes out. Regardless of what happens, make not haste in the time of trouble, and apply the precepts, apply the miracles that the Lord has, bestowed upon his men, and believe in those miracles that they're going to happen back here again today. Right? This is what this is all about, bro. Faith. If you don't got faith, if you have faith as a grain of a mustard seed, you start to move mountains and governments. Right? And when you're going to tell word government, what governs your mind? Government. So, we're going to be able to remove the ways of Babylon the Great, the carnal, fleshly thinking in that time, which is why we do what we do, right? Because we try to apply it to the best of our ability now, so when shit hits the fan, we're prepared. And the Lord laid it out that way to begin with, right? Prove yourselves, right? And we prove ourselves daily. So, with that, I don't want this lesson was edifying. I want to close out.